the world is mourning the loss of a towering spiritual figure. Pope Francis, beloved by millions and a symbol of hope and reform within the Catholic Church, has passed away at the age of 88. Today, we witness a historic gathering unlike any other. World leaders, royals, and dignitaries from across the globe have come together to pay their final respects. From former President Donald Trump and President Joe Biden to Prince William and countless others, the eyes of the world are fixed on this solemn and extraordinary event. The Vatican was transformed today into a sea of black suits, flowing robes, and somber faces. Bells tolled through the ancient streets of Rome as mourners lined up by the thousands, hoping for just a glimpse of the final ceremonies honoring Pope Francis, a man who reshaped the modern Catholic Church with his compassion, humility, and drive for change. Security was tighter than ever. Heads of state, royalty, religious leaders, and public figures began arriving hours before the funeral mass. Every corner of St. Peter's Square was packed, and the atmosphere was thick with emotion. Among the first to arrive was President Joe Biden, a devout Catholic himself, accompanied by First Lady Jill Biden. Both were visibly emotional, with President Biden crossing himself as he entered the basilica. Soon after, former President Donald Trump made his entrance, a surprise to some, given his complicated relationship with Pope Francis over the years. Nevertheless, Trump maintained a respectful demeanor, offering a solemn nod as he took his seat among other dignitaries. From across the Atlantic, Prince William attended on behalf of the British royal family. Dressed in a simple black suit, he stood out for his quiet, respectful presence. Though King Charles III was unable to attend due to health reasons, William's attendance was seen as a deeply personal tribute. French President Emmanuel Macron, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and even celebrities like Bono and Andrea Bocelli, both longtime friends of the Vatican, were also spotted in the crowd. The funeral mass was led by Cardinal Pietro Parolin, the Vatican's Secretary of State, with over 100 cardinals and bishops gathered around the ancient altar. The ceremony, rich in tradition and reverence, was a powerful reflection of Pope Francis' enduring legacy, one of unity, mercy, and service to the marginalized. Chants echoed across the square as a global choir performed sacred hymns. At one point, a moment of silence washed over the crowd, a breathtaking pause felt not only in Rome but across the world, as millions watched the broadcast live. One of the most moving moments came when a group of refugees, whom Pope Francis had championed tirelessly during his papacy, laid white roses at his casket. Cameras caught several leaders wiping away tears, including President Biden and Prince William. Donald Trump was seen bowing his head in prayer, a rare and poignant sight. Whether political or personal, the impact of this moment clearly transcended old divisions. Throughout the day, tributes poured in from all corners of the globe. World leaders hailed Pope Francis as a bridge builder, a reformer who wasn't afraid to confront the Church's deepest challenges. His legacy, from advocating for the environment, to championing the poor, to urging compassion in a divided world, was celebrated in every speech, every prayer, every tear. Today wasn't just about saying goodbye to a religious leader. It was a rare moment of global unity, a coming together of people from all walks of life, faiths, and political ideologies, united in grief, respect, and hope. As Pope Francis is laid to rest within the Vatican walls, his spirit lives on, in every act of kindness, every voice for justice, and every step taken toward a more compassionate world. Thank you for joining us for this historic farewell. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on more major world events.